Hi guys, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be working on Aya's outfit, and this is not something I'm very good at. Like I said, well actually never mind, you never saw that video. Forget it. So I actually recorded this drawing on the left. I recorded this already once and I deleted the footage. Well, I didn't delete the footage, I lied. I'm just a whole bunch of lies. I still have it, but I don't know. I don't like the design. I figure we can start with take two. So this is the character I'm designing, Aya, on the right. And my first attempt was on the left. I hate the baggy pants. It just reminds me of Sora from Kingdom of Hearts, which I have never played, but I have seen many times. And I know he has those giant baggy pants, and I hate that part of it. I do really like the kimono top. It's like off the shoulder, so you can see like part of her shoulder, and then it's got like the sleeve on the sides. But for some reason, I don't feel like it fits her, and I'm gonna try really hard not to be self-conscious about my voice because I hate how I have like that vocal fry. As I had a coworker once that made fun of people with vocal fries, and like I don't know why I'm doing it, but basically vocal fry is when you hang on to the. Maybe I'm not doing it quite the same way, but I've become overly conscious about my videos and my voiceover voice, so I'm hoping if I do enough videos, I will get over it. So bear with me while I figure out how to do this without being overly amped and excited for doing these, and my natural state is I trip over my words when I get excited, so I'm going to try to take a breather and just whew. Okay. Yes. So the real time of this footage is well over an hour. So I'm going to be fast forwarding through a lot of this because you don't want to sit through all of that. It was awful. The first attempt took me just as long, and I know I can't draw feet. Gosh, in sandals. Oh my gosh. I don't know why. I really want her in sandals though, but she has giant feet, which I can fix in digital, which I am gladly drawing in digital for my manga, but still. Oh, man. So my first attempt or idea was sort of to keep the robe, but maybe to make it more of this like off the shoulder thing. And then I was like, wait, how would that stay up? So I added straps, didn't like the straps. And then I have like this thing which sort of reminds me of Sakura's, like she has this skirt flap thing. For lack of terminology, guys, I don't know anything about fashion, which is probably why this is so hard, but I sort of like the idea of her having like pants and then something over it to kind of make her look more fantasy / cool like. Did not work with the robe though, looked kind of weird. So then I completely erased everything and started over. And so I started more with like this halter top thing with like straps that go over the neck to hold up just like a plain shirt. And I was liking that idea. I was like, okay, I like this a little bit more. And then I drew my sleeves on. Again, I don't know why I like these sleeves so much. It looks weird. It just looks weird, guys. I needed to give them up, but I wanted to try to keep them. I think it's a neat design, but again, I'm trying to keep in mind like functionality and like, is that practical? And would my character really wear that? So I tried to keep it in there. It doesn't look too bad now, but then it's like, what the heck do you do with the pants to like, I don't know. It's just, it just was not working, and that's part of character design is knowing when things aren't gonna work and to try different things. So yes, this is my first endeavor into character design, and I am learning to not get attached to anything and and I sort of feel like maybe she has like the triangles on her like kimono sleeve robe things on the original design, and I like the idea of having like the triangles, which is why I drew like the triangles to the right hand side. It's a character design thing I learned from Ross Draws, which is a great channel, by the way. If you have not checked it out, maybe do, because he has some cool tips. But basically talking about how you can design different characters around different shapes, and that's a good way to make them stand out. And I sort of feel like her top is kind of like a triangle like thing. And looking at this now, it's funny when you draw and you erase and you move forward and then you can go back and look at the footage, because I actually really like this design, except I shouldn't have added pants. Like, if you just look at the silhouette there of just like the sleeves and almost like this dress, I really like that outfit. But again, I was thinking of, she's like this tomboy character. She's not gonna wear like this cute girly dress. I don't know. I'm torn about it because I really did like that design, so I might draw another rendition or maybe even just draw it out and have like a side-by-side comparison, because I really did like that design. It was cute, but she doesn't want to admit she likes cute things, so this might be a case where I need to follow the main, the personality. You know, again, I can't do things just because. So here is the design a little bit further on. I added like these boot things because I thought maybe the boots would be kind of nice. And then I added like the triangles back in with the pockets. I don't like the pockets. I do actually kind of like the boots, but I didn't like the boots with the shorts, because then it almost looks like she's wearing like this weird romper thing. But I almost feel like had she been wearing like that dress, this actually might have been a good design. So I might go back and draw that exact design, because I'm kind of curious now. Maybe I should not have gone far ahead, but we'll wait until we get to the end to make our decision. And I just colored it in a little bit more here. I'm just kind of like skipping through. This is not going to be eloquently edited. I'm kind of figuring out how to do this stuff. But I did not like the shoes, so I was like, okay, maybe if they're like shorter sandal-like things. I really feel like the problem is the pockets. Like those pockets, if the pockets weren't there, why am I redrawing the pockets? I don't know. It's not a bad design. I'm just gonna skip forward. Okay, bam. We skipped ahead. The magic of editing. I actually got really disgusted with the last part, because I was like, man, I just am not getting this. I knew at this point it had been 40 minutes, and I was like, I'm just never gonna get this. I'm not cut out for this. So then I started fiddling with it when I wasn't recording, and then I added the cape thing. I need the cape thing. I really do like the cape thing over the shorts. I feel like that has sort of a thing. So I like that, but again, it's like missing something. And then it was like, okay, I sort of like that. I erased half of it, so it's more of like an asymmetrical design, and then I was really sad because I really like those darn sleeves. I don't know why. Why do I like them? They're so cool looking. But I deleted them, or erased them, just to kind of see. If there's one thing I've learned from watching people design characters, granted they're a lot, they know what they're doing. I don't know what I'm doing, so there's a lot of indecision even in just watching it back. I was like, that was kind of good. Why did I think it was bad? So yeah, I'm assuming it gets easier, or maybe when you design characters, you're just always like this. I watch, Drawing with Waffles is definitely one of my favorite like character designs. She can actually design them and like talks while she's designing them, and they look really cool. So I'm trying to just figure out how to add in something neat to kind of like balance it out, because I do like the asymmetrical look, but I almost wonder now, after looking at the footage and getting some distance and letting go of the anger that I felt toward my design not working right, I wonder if it would be better to make it more flowy. Although I do like the angular, triangular approach to her, because I feel like her personality is not flowy. Something to consider for the next rendition, because I'm not satisfied and I want it to be good. So I feel like I have the time to play. I do like her little gloves. Those remind me a lot of Tifa, her little gloves that she wears to fight, which I guess is just her character design. But I liked that, and I liked having like the little bangle, and then she has like this robe, not a robe, she has like a thing around her waist, like a rope or something to tie it closed, or maybe it's to sash the bottom waist thing. And then I kind of like her with these tattoos, which kind of makes her cool at the at the moment, this is how it looks, so I might theoretically keep these. I'm not entirely sure. Then I was moderately happy with my progress, so I decided I was going to get my ballpoint pen, because at this point I feel like everything's too muddy and I want to see some clear lines. So I got my ballpoint pen and I started outlining, seeing maybe if this is something that I like. I just keep looking at that skirt and I was like, it's not even really a skirt, it's like this weird asymmetrical thing. I like it, but there's something wrong with it and I don't know what's wrong with it. I feel like it's just the struggle of an artist. It's like the worst stage to be in, where you're like, I guess I experience it maybe more with writing, because it's like, honestly, I don't draw many things that require me to do multiple revisions like this, besides like the few covers that I've done. I do those multiple times, but I don't normally try to design clothing for original characters, being that these are pretty much my only this is my only original character I've ever tried to design clothes for, so I don't know the frustration that comes from this. So yeah, I feel proud of myself for attempting it and doing it, and I don't feel all too bad that it's taken me a while and I'm not entirely satisfied with where I am, because I believe it is worth it. This project, even though it is for a contest, it is going to help me grow as both an artist and a writer, and it's going to help me because this is for a finished project. So at the end of the summer, regardless if I win or not, it'd be awesome if I did, but realistically, this is just a challenge to myself. I feel like I'm ready for this challenge, so I'm happy that I'm doing this. It is frustrating, but it's a good kind of frustrating. Like, I'm excited because this doesn't look like total trash, even though I'm going to, for sure, be redrawing this. I want to play with the asymmetric design. I think that suits her character, and I like the skirt thing, and I like her bare arms. I am kind of, sort of considering maybe changing that, because she does live in a forest and it's a little bit high up, but then I was like, do we really care in fantasy if the character is wearing clothes that is appropriate, or we just care that she's cool? Maybe it's a magical forest that keeps people warm. So yeah, a lot of thought is going into this, and I do like when I start shading it, I feel like that is like, okay, I am not, it feels solid, like a solid attempt was made, and I think maybe the next rendition of this I need to take it digital, just because I need a light box. Why don't I have a light box? If I had a light box, I could actually put paper over this and trace it, but I don't. So I might take this digital and just tweak it that way, because it's really hard to do. It's hard to do different renditions of outfits because I have to delete them, erase them. Gosh, erase them, and I can't keep them to like look at side by side. I can take screenshots of the video, which is a good thing because I get to like review it. But yeah, I think I'm gonna take it digital, or maybe Noelle just needs to buy a light box, because I think a light box would maybe be good for me to invest in. As a final sort of test, I decided to erase the one side of the cape thing, because I feel like maybe it needs to be more asymmetrical, and I have a pen now that sort of erases. It looks a lot better. It doesn't look this good IRL. It looks a little more splotchy, but on video it actually looks pretty good. I was just erasing one half of that skirt thing, thinking that I want to go more for that asymmetrical design. And then I filled in the shorts as best I could, and I think I sort of like it, but again, I was like, I'm so indecisive. Like, at what point do you sort of know? Is there a moment? Do you like know when you get a character design that you really like? And I'm attempting to redraw the feet. These feet need some serious work, and I don't know why I'm so stuck on the sandal idea. I should just put her feet in boots, because it would be so much easier to draw. And then I gave her a scar because I thought that was cool. And then I give her a scar on her arm because that also is cool, and I'm sure I can come up with some sort of backstory about her and Rai getting into trouble as to why she has those scars. But I think I like it. Do you like it? Am I crazy for liking this one the best? That's what my hands were like. I was like, I think I like it, but I'm not really sure. I was like, what if I make this bigger here? Because I feel like that asymmetric thing is definitely... I like it. I feel like it's something she would wear. Is it functional? Maybe. I mean, the shorts would make it easy. I'm sure she could maybe just ball up the skirt thing, maybe tie it around her waist if she needed to do anything. But I think it's a unique design. It's appealing. It looks sort of main character-like. So I'm going to continue playing with it. Maybe the next one will be a digital video, or maybe I'll want to do one of the other characters. But for now, I think I like it infinitely better than my first design. Not that I hated that clothing outfit, it just didn't suit her. Like, maybe if she was 14 it would work, and if I could unsee Sora's pants in that design, maybe then I would enjoy it more. And then I decided I was going to try adding this back in, because I was like, well, maybe that is something... Maybe. I'm so indecisive, guys. Eventually I will pick a design. But for now, we play. Thanks for watching, guys. That is all for this very long video. I hope maybe you doodled something along with me, and I will see you guys all again in the next video. Bye!